I got to ask the interesting sports related question. If you switch Gary Payton for John Stockton, does that mean Utah wins the chip with Gary Payton with Karl Malone? That would have been an interesting situation. But the thing is this, Stockton would have worked with Sean Kemp because he threw straight alley oops in the way he would set up Karl Malone. So textbook style would work. The Gary Payton thing, I don't think it's going to work because Gary was a puncher type of point guard who would back down and post and repost. And I don't know how that would work with Karl Malone because his style would he would like to do a lot of one on ones and shifts. So I don't know if that would work. I think it would probably upset Karl Malone because unless he's doing a post and back cutters. So I think that might be problematic. Gary could shoot the long range, could shoot outside, but he liked to post you and body you. I don't know if that would work with both of them doing the same thing. So that is kind of like a tricky proposition. But um Stockton with Sean Kemp, in actuality, would have probably made his game even more poised because Stockton would have probably put the rock where he would have to like face guard and actually position himself in a different way. So that could have been an interesting situation. Gary Payton said John Stockton was the best player he went against, and he said the best guard. And the thing of it is because Stockton was fundamentally sound. I mean, Stockton was like pretty flawless. I mean, he textbook style. So you weren't gonna beat him with no cheap antics and shuckery. You had to beat him, a certain way. So I think that that would have been an interesting situation. Do I think they would have beaten Chicago Gary? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Stockton got the two finals. Or lost back to back, but they got the two finals. Gary went to uh, three finals. He got outplayed in the one when he would against when the Lakers in Detroit. Chauncey Billings had him for lunch, and that was the difference in the series. That was like a 100-point crunch. Gary was, and he didn't fit in Phil Jackson's system. Came with Pat Riley, and he worked better, but it didn't work there. But um, I think with the caliber of who you're playing with and the stylings, that plays a big part. But I think that, to be honest with you, I think it'd have been harder for Gary Payton to make him with Karl Malone than Stockton with Sean Kemp. Just saying. Because they were two different types of point guards. Stockton was traditional on the perimeter. He'd have fit really great in today's game because he could shoot straight away. His style was complementary to a lot. So if I was switching them off, and I think this is a good question, I'm switching them off. How do they fare? I think they fare. I think they fare pretty well. I really do. I think they fare. I think the Stockton Kemp one actually works better, but I don't think Gary and Karl Malone win a chip against the Bulls based on the stylings that I'm looking at. Because I'm looking at it from styles, and Jerry Sloan would have been probably mad at Gary. Things that George Karl is cool with, I don't think would have flown with Jerry Sloan. Jerry Sloan had his guys play a certain way. That's why Deron Williams got into the doghouse with him because he was more of an aggressive type point guard. That's not what Jerry Sloan coached. So I think it would have definitely butted some heads in it. But it makes a good question, though. I mean, it got me thinking how may they have fared and what would it have been like. So anyway, I'm glad to get those kind of requests, and I got more coming. So please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shitter if you like. Hit that membership because when you do the videos you request, I'll bring them back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well, stay woke. I'm my one time. Peace.